Which expression is equivalent to the expression below? We have x squared minus 30x plus 225. So to take care of business here, what we're going to do is we understand that we're trying to factor this trinomial, and we have two options. We can either go ahead and start with the answer choices to just do trial and error, or we can try to factor this out. And given that these answers are following their own kind of unique patterns, we actually might be able to do this without doing a full-on multiplication. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to notice, or I'm going to just confirm for myself that x minus 225 all squared, that is the same as saying x minus 225 times x minus 225. Now, everybody, look, if that's expanded, notice that if I am going to actually expand this to try to get this, everyone, is 225 times 225 going to be 225? Like, that's just the general question I'm going to ask there. No, it's not. So I can immediately say that B is not going to be the answer. Also, at the same time, everybody, I know that A is not going to be the answer because guess what? If I have 15 times 15, yes, that is 225. But, okay, pause. Positive 15 times a negative 15, that's going to end up as a negative 225 at the end, not a positive. So A can't be the answer either. Now we're stuck between C and D. C is the same thing as saying x plus 15 times x plus 15. D is the same thing as saying x minus 15 times x minus 15. My party people, look at the signs. That's the only difference between C and D. Because if you take a look at C, everybody, 15 times 15 is indeed positive 225. However, everybody, is 15 plus 15 negative 30? Is 15 plus 15 negative 30? It's not. Take a look at D. Negative 15 times negative 15 is indeed positive 225. That's correct. Negative 15 plus negative 15 is negative 30. Because if you're going backwards 15, then you're going backwards another 15. That is backwards 30 or negative 30. So the correct answer here is answer choice D without actually trying to factor this massive value here. No need. The correct answer can be found out because we were using 15 from the get-go, from the beginning. So we took advantage of that and potentially got this done faster than doing it from the beginning by hand. So there we go, my party people. That concludes a nice little session for factoring polynomials. Let's go ahead and try this example out. So this one says, hey, which expression is equivalent to this expression below? So we have a trinomial here, everybody. We have x squared plus 9x plus 18. And so just to remind you, everyone, what we're looking at is x squared plus bx plus c. So here's the rule, everyone. The rule is we're going to find the factors of c, that add to b. So my party people, help me out. What is c in this problem? Give me the exact number that represents c. That's going to be 18. Excellent. Now, what is the b term, everyone? What is the b number going to be? That's going to be 9. Exactly. So this is how we'll handle it. We're going to go ahead and say, hey, let's go ahead and factorize 18. 18, that's going to be 1 times 18. Does that add up to 9? No, that doesn't. Next up, I'll do 2 and 9. 2 times 9 is 18, absolutely. But does that add up to 9? No, it doesn't. Next up, let me think about it a little longer here. We have 3 times 6. Yeah, that's 18. Everybody, does 3 plus 9 or 3 plus 6 equal 9? It does. And so that's what makes this a valid pair. And so all we need to say now is this. We're going to just set up our parentheses, our little placeholders here with my x's. And we see that this is a positive 3, so plus 3, positive 6, plus 6. And there we go. That's the answer. It's x plus 3 times x plus 6. And again, like I said before, we can reverse these. 3 times 2 is the same as 2 times 3. You can reverse the order of these parentheses, and we will get answer choice A. And there we are. And if you don't believe me that that is actually going to be the factored form, I got you. No worries. Let me go ahead and move this down over here. And then take this and actually expand this. So let me show you. We can expand this by following the rule for polynomial distribution. Everything from one parentheses, multiply it with everything from the other. That's it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure that my x multiplies with this x. Yes or no, everybody, is x times x, x squared. Is that true? Great. Sounds good. Part 2. I also need to make sure that the x multiplies with the 6. Everybody, x times 6, is that going to be 6x? It is. Perfect. Then from there, let's continue. We're going to have now 3 times x, and that's going to be 3x. And then lastly, confirm this for me, everybody. 3 times 6, that's going to be 18. Yeah, this is absolutely the same as FOIL. The opposite of factoring is foiling. So in this case, actually, so when we take a look, everyone, we have to combine like terms. And when we combine like terms, we're taking a look at the 6x and the 3x together, and that's going to be 9x right there. And then we have the 18. But I want to show you something really important because this is what this lesson is all about. Everyone, do you notice and realize that right here, we add these two numbers to get the b, and we multiply those two numbers to get the c? Do we see that shortcut rule? The factors of c that add up to b. That is the puzzle that you need to solve to undo and get it in factored form. That's all we have to do. Now, obviously, it's easier said than done, but only until we get enough repetition. So this is our chance now to really repeat the process over and over until we become confident. So would you guys like to try one of these on your own? Good. So let's go ahead and get into it then.